I'm Samantha. This is Balancing Act Yoga, and we're going to roll through 30 minutes of a lovely vinyasa flow that's going to tone and twist and invert and stretch, do all the things we want it to do. So come to the front of your mats. And as usual, we're going to ground ourselves. We're going to press all four corners of our feet into the mat, really separate those toes, wiggle them out, get in touch with those feet, and make sure there's even pressure around all four corners. As we bring our attention up the body, we're going to lift up the kneecaps. We're going to tuck our tailbone underneath and squeeze our glutes. And we're going to open up our chest, drop our shoulders back and down. Hands come to heart center, namaste. Drop the chin just a little bit, elongating the back of your neck. And imagine there's a string pulling your top knot or the top of your head, whatever you've got up there, just about a half an inch up taller than you used to be. Awesome. So we're reaching with the crown of the head toward the sky and the bottom of the feet into the floor. We're nice and long, centered. Find your breath and inhale the arms up nice and high and reach them up. Just activate the arms here. Separate your fingertips. Spread them out as wide as you can. Feel the webbing stretching out. I want you to lift your toes off the ground here and separate your toes. Deep breath in, open up to the right and stretch that right hand back behind you. Open up your wingspan. How far can you separate your hands from one another? Try to get your right hand as far away from your left hand as you can. And then sweep the right arm all the way back up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, twist it to the other side. The left hand reaches back and see how far you can get your left hand and right hand away from each other. Just reach. Keep elevating your toes, elevating your knees, squeezing your glutes, and sweep that left arm back up. Let things burn a little bit. Drop the shoulders and the hands come out to the sides. Reach out to the sides as far as you can. Again, get those hands far away from each other and make some circles with your wrists. We're just getting off the cobwebs from our upper body, our hands, our feet, and make the circles the other direction. I like to do like these big figure eights actually, rather than just like one direction. It feels like I'm moving, getting a little bit more mobility in there. And then bring the hands together in front of you. Reach out, curve the back. Stretch between the shoulder blades. And then bring the hands together. Ooh, my arms are lit up. Hopefully your arms are as well. Inhale the arms up nice and high. And drop it down. Let those hands come to the ground with knees bent as much as you need and interlace them. And just rock side to side. Now that we've opened up our upper body, we're going to start to feel some blood moving towards our head, filling up our ears. Just let gravity pull everything down to the ground and keep those knees nice and soft as you just sway your upper body like a pendulum or a grandfather clock back and forth. Awesome. I want you to move your forearms to the back of your head, a little extra pressure there, a little extra stretch at the top of the neck. Hold here for just one moment while I take care of a little business right here. Right here, you're still holding in your forward fold. I'm coming back. Okay, awesome. Now roll up one vertebrae at a time, all the way to standing. Beautiful. Arms come up, reach, and arms come down one more time. Walk those feet back into your down dog and pedal it out. Press your hands into the mat, focusing on the base of your index finger and your thumb. Don't let your hands roll out to the pinky side. Keep pedaling out your dog, whatever feels right here. Bend your knees, stretch them out. First down dog of the day, you're going to need to do what feels good. Very nice. And drop to your knees. Give me some cat-cows. So arch the back and round it. Arch it and round it. Arch and round. Now come back to your flat back. Extend your right hand in front of you, your left leg behind you. Lift everything up. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring your knee to your elbow and extend it. Now open it up to the side, your leg and your arm, and back to center. Elbow to knee, extend it and open it up. Back to center. Elbow to knee, extend and widen. Center, elbow to knee, extend and widen. And bring it back. Now lift it up one more time. Deep inhale, and on the exhale, drop it down. Come back into your cat-cows. Round and arch and round and arch. Beautiful. Extend the left arm in front of you and the right leg behind you. Lift everything up nice and tall. On that inhale, and on the exhale, bring the knee to the elbow and extend and open it up. Close it. Knee to elbow, extend. Open it up. Close it. You might find that one leg doesn't go out as far as the other one. I'm noticing that my right leg does not want to go out horizontally nearly as far as my left. And just keep moving through these. Stay away from that shoulder. It's not an earring for your right ear. So press out from the shoulder. Bring it in and extend it. Last time. Lift everything up. Inhale. And on the exhale, drop it down. Give me some more cat-cows. Round and arch. On the next round, bring your tailbone all the way back to your feet. And on the arch, bring the hips down to the mat. Tailbone to feet. Hips to your mat. And look up. I think we've got a lot of cobwebs brushed away. Just keep moving through these. These feel so nice to me. Do these feel good to you guys? And last one. Tuck the toes, push back into your down dog. Feel that nice stretch down the back of your calves. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and away from your spine. Try to wrap them around towards the front of your body. Your down dog should feel a little warmer now. And walk the feet towards your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold and roll up one vertebrae at a time. All the way to standing. Hands come to heart center. Namaste. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Right leg comes back. Knee hits the floor. Untuck the toes. Come up into a crescent. And drop it down. Now what I want you to do here is just rock it back and forth. Alternating bent and straight legs. Beautiful. And then land in your lunge. And I want you to open up, not a twist. Right hand comes up. Open up the chest. Drop the hand. Now the left arm comes up. Open up the chest. Big twist. Circle the arm. Rotate that shoulder cuff and reach. And then your left leg comes back. Knee to your right. Land in your plank, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg comes between your hands. Drop the left knee, untuck the toes, come up into your crescent, and drop it down. Now we're going to do this rock. Flex the foot and into your lunge. Flex the front foot, bend the left knee. Last one. Now we're going to plant the right hand and open up the chest. And switch. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up. And give me that big arm, shoulder, and reach. And step forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back if you want to this time, coming up to standing. And dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Left leg comes back. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Tented fingertips and rocking back and forth. Lunge, reverse it. Lunge, reverse it. Lunge and reverse it. Plant the right hand, open up the left, reach. Open up the chest, move that left heel toward the back wall and switch. Right hand comes up, take a big twist. Give me that big arm circle, shoulder mobility, and reach, stretch. Your right hand is moving away from your left heel. Plant the hand and bring the foot back. Land in your plank, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Awesome. Left leg comes between the hands. Drop the right knee, untuck the toes and come up. Exhale down, rock it out. Flex the foot and lunge. Flex and lunge. Flex and lunge. Plant the left hand, raise the right, open it up nice and big, open that chest. And switch, left hand comes up. Reach and make that big circle. Beautiful. And reach the hand toward the front wall and step it forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back if you can, all the way to standing. And dive down. We're going to do that one more time. Right leg comes back, plant the knee, untuck the toes, crescent. Drop the hands and rock it out into your lunge and reverse it. Plant the left hand, open up the right. And switch. And big circles here with your shoulder. Reach. And the left leg comes back. Slowly lower. Inhale. Down dog. Right leg comes between the hands. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale it up. Exhale it down and rock it out. Fingertips tented here works for me. If blocks work for you, then use blocks. And open up the left arm comes up. Open up the right arm, take a twist. Make a circle with your arm. You can go the opposite direction that you've been going and reach and step it forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back all the way to standing. Left side, drop it down. Inhale, lift. Left leg steps back. Drop the knee, untuck the toes, reach. Crescent pose, drop the hands and rock it out. And plant the left hand, open the right, reach. Oh, we just did our twist by accident first. We're going to do the left arm first and reach. And then we're going to do the right hand. Comes up for the twist. And then we're going to circle the shoulder. Beautiful. And the right leg comes back. Slowly lower. There's a lot involved in these sun salutations that I choreographed just recently because I just wanted something that just had a little bit more movement in it. Left leg comes forward, drop the knee, inhale it all the way up. Exhale it down, tent the hands and rock it back and forth. You'll see the pattern in it and it'll become more intuitive. Plant the left hand, raise the right. Plant the right hand, raise the left. Make that circle with your shoulder. 1, 2, and reach toward the front and step it forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Your feet are hip distance apart. Interlace those hands into your shoulders and just hang here again in your little pendulum. And bring it slowly up, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Oh, we're warmed up. We are warm and ready to go. Just got to fix our tights. Hands come to heart center, namaste. Inhale the hands up nice and high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Both feet come back. Inhale to plank and slowly lower. Inhale, up dog, squeeze your glutes. Big back bend, pull the shoulders back and down. And press back down dog. Okay, raise that right leg. Keep the right hip nice and low. Right leg is raising. Really activate that right glute here, like squeeze it as you lift that leg up. Keep a micro bend in your left knee. I don't want you hyperextended here, so always just like keep that knee supported. And then you can bend the knee and drag it in towards your nose nice and slow and crunch. Press back, three-legged dog. Crunch. Three-legged dog. Crunch. Three-legged dog. You guys, these are optional. I always throw these in for some extra core work and glute work, but they are completely optional. I want you to plant your back foot. We're coming up into warrior one here. So plant the back foot parallel to the back of the mat and come up nice and high. Warrior one. Reach your arms to the sky. You can clasp your fingers here and make a steeple with your index fingers. I want you to really focus on pressing through the outside back of your foot, opening up this knee and trying to keep those hips facing forward here. So easy to have this open up into a warrior two, and we're going to do that. Open up to warrior two. Check your alignment here. Hands are floating over your feet. As you're looking right, think a little bit left so you're not reaching. And settle down into your warrior two. Let that thigh burn a little bit. Tip the hand over and tip it back into peaceful warrior. Reach just a little bit farther. Right knee and right arm just moving away from each other. And cartwheel it down. Right leg comes back, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal it out. Find your breath. Left leg comes up. Really flex that heel. I really want your foot flexed like you're trying to stamp the back wall. Keep the micro bend in your left leg and really squeeze your left glute as you're lifting up that left leg. Shoulders are moving away from your ears, away from your spine. Hands are pressing down toward the base of the index finger, not the pinkies. And bend the knee, drag it to your nose, crunch, press back. Crunch, press back. Last one, press back. And your left foot plants between your hands. Plant that back foot and come up into your warrior one. Sink down into it, open up the hips, bring that right hip towards the front wall as much as you can while trying to plant that back foot. Really try to get the back edge of that back foot into the mat. Dropping the shoulders, sink down a little bit lower and open up warrior two. Check your alignment here. Find your breath. Warrior one is so challenging for me. Tip back peaceful. Left knee, left hand moving away from each other and cartwheel it down. Left leg comes back slowly lower. Up dog and down dog. Nice. Let's add on to that a little bit. Right leg comes up. Open up the hip this time. Keep the micro bend in the left leg and make some circles with your foot to the right and to the left. And then drag that knee over to your right elbow. Touch it and push it back. Right knee, right elbow. Press it back. Really try to land in your plank. Engage your core here. You can bend your elbows just a little bit, like get really strong here and press it back. And then your right leg comes between your hands. Plant the back foot, come up to warrior one. Nice and high. Hips are a little bit warmer this time. Maybe you can sink down a little bit deeper. Open up to warrior two. Tip back, peaceful warrior. Back to warrior two. And this time I want you to come into your retreating warrior. So we're going to come hands to namaste. Flex that front foot and bend the back leg. Retreating warrior. Ready to attack, but waiting a moment. And then walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Right leg comes back, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg comes up. Open up the hip. Micro bend in the right knee. Circles with that left foot. Get that ankle nice and mobile. And then drag the left knee to your left elbow and press back. Left knee, left elbow. You do want to bend your elbows a little bit when we go into these spider planky thingies that I'm doing. Left leg plants. Back leg gets ready for warrior one and open it up. Raise it nice and high. Sink down. Open up warrior two. Spread those arms out nice and wide like we did at the top of class. Tip back, peaceful warrior. Back to your warrior two. And then into your retreating. Hands come to namaste. Bend that back leg and sink down. Hold it here. Use your leg strength to hold yourself up. I don't want you to just sink into the floor. I want you to hold yourself up, ready to attack, and then walk it all the way forward. Hands on either side of your foot. It comes back and you slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice. I love that retreating warrior pose. It's kind of a rare one. You don't see it very often. Open up the hip and let that elevated leg just kind of fall back. Bend your knee and let gravity kind of pull it behind you. Awesome. Now bring that knee all the way around, a big C curve to your left elbow and back around. And all the way to your left elbow. Back around, left elbow, back around. And this time we're actually going to put it all the way through, thread it right underneath, and sit down on it. Sit down on it. You got to sit down on it. Okay, up dog in the upper body. Big L on the lower body. Right leg is in front here. Just roll on the knee a little bit. Now we're going to press down and pop up into our fallen triangle here. So let the back foot just fall onto the floor so that the back edge is touching the floor. And raise the left arm, big wingspan, press the hips up to the sky and breathe. Drop the left, bring it all the way through, press it up to the sky and bring it all the way through. Plant that back foot, come up to your warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Tip back, peaceful. Back to your warrior two. Into your retreating warrior. Beautiful. And now we're going to turn to the back of the mat into a lunge here. Drop the right foot and see if you can clasp your foot here for a big quad stretch. Big stretch, big twist. If you cannot grab your foot here, that's totally fine. You're just going to stay in a lunge and add a little bit of a twist to it. So you're going to stay here in your lunge, Place the lower hand, your left hand on your lower back and twist. If you can grab the foot, press your foot against your hand, hand against your foot. Awesome. Let it go gently so it doesn't snap on the mat. And I want you just to walk it back towards the center, 10 toes facing front. Give me a big forward fold here. Lift up through the kneecaps. Stretch it out. Keep walking it all the way towards the front. Turn the right foot out. Adjust your back foot so it's in position for pyramid pose. And walk your hands out in front of you for pyramid. Keep moving that right hip back in space. Trying to pull the left hip forward. And hands come on either side of your foot. Right foot comes back. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Nicely done. Hit a lot of poses in that flow. Raise the left leg, open it up, let it bend, let it open. Breathe. Keep that right kneecap nice and lifted, micro bended, and bring the left knee all the way around to the right elbow and back up. Stretch it. Big C curve for that knee. It's just making a big, giant C. Third time's the last time for that. Press it up, and now bring it back and thread it right through. Sit down on your left knee. Pull that right heel towards the back wall. And up dog in the upper body. Roll it out a little bit on that left hip. Give it some love. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then plant the back foot and press everything up into your fallen triangle. Get really big in the arms. Hips press nice and strong toward the ceiling. Your gaze is wherever it's comfortable. So wherever your head seems to fall in a comfortable space, leave it there. And plant the left hand, push back. Left leg comes up nice and high, and it comes through and plants. Plant the back foot, bring it up into your warrior one. Sink down, don't cheat it. Open up warrior two. Warrior two, we're gonna tip back. And we're gonna come back to warrior two. And then we're gonna come back into our retreating warrior. Sink it down, keep it nice and strong. Awesome. And then walk it all the way back to the center here. We're just gonna face all 10 toes forward and lower down. Lower it down. We're gonna take a twist here. So plant your right hand and raise your left. And then plant your left hand and raise your right. Awesome. And keep, oh, we skipped one pose. We skipped one pose. Walk back to this side and drop it down on this side. Okay, we're in our lunge here. So we're gonna stay here in our lunge. If you can't, grab your foot, you're gonna twist and put your right hand on your lower back. Glad I remembered this. And we're gonna hold, we're gonna reach back and grab our right hand. I do this with a twist. You can grab your foot with your right hand or your left hand. If you grab it with your right, it's more of a twist. And if you grab it with your right, it's more of a chest opener. Although we are opening up our chest even in our twist. Oh, hello, Whiskey. Okay, so we're stretching that out. Now we're gonna drop that and we're gonna walk back into our straddle. We can take another little twist really quickly. Plant the right hand, raise the left. Plant the left hand, raise the right. And then keep walking it all the way to the front. Turn your left toes out and walk, walk, walk into your pyramid pose. Pull your left hip back in space. bend your knees, whatever you need to do here. Blocks are fantastic for pyramid pose because it will bring the floor closer to you. So please use blocks when you need them. Awesome. And just breathe here. Walk the hands back, pull the leg back, come up into your plank and slowly lower. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Pedal it out. I want you to give me a big side. Just keep the legs straddled here. Open it up, press the hips up. Big side plank here. If you want to stack your feet, you can. If you want to make this even a little bit more difficult, progression, raise that right leg, squeeze your glutes, but you can also keep your feet staggered. And then other side. Switch it around, come up into your side plank with staggered feet, and then if you want to progress it, you can stack them and you can lift up your leg. Don't forget to breathe. Drop it all down, press back down dog. Crouch like a tiger, or retreating tiger, and hop right between. Come to a seated and let those feet come right up. I just want you to give me a little bit of core strength here. We're just going to sit here in our tabletop with our legs in a nice tabletop position and our hands reaching forward and slowly lower. Bring that knee in and up. Switch sides, bring that knee in and up. Awesome. Again, in and up. In. And the foot comes up. I really like to play with flexing and pointing my toes when I'm doing these big hamstring stretches, because you can really feel the micro changes in the stretch when you're doing that. So just keep moving through this at your own pace. Flexing the foot, pointing the foot. Our muscles are so warm. It's such a good time to stretch everything out. Last one on the left side. Awesome. So give me a little hip bridge here. Feet are hip distance apart. Raise the hips off the ground. I'm going to ask you for a little 80s moment here of hip thrusts on the left and on the right. Channeling John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis with these. Squeeze the left, squeeze the right. And both hips press up, even pressure to the sky. Inhale and exhale, bring it all the way down. Hug those knees in one more time, make some circles. Beautiful. If you have time to stretch a little bit more, I encourage you to do maybe some straddle stretching, a pigeon pose, half lotus. Just mix it up a little bit. We're going to come into our spinal twist, which you can add on if you choose to do a little more stretching. Other side. Left leg comes over. And big twist. See if we get a little back crack. And back onto our backs for Shavasana. Everything comes to the floor. Let gravity do whatever it's going to do at this point. We've fought it quite a bit in this class. So enjoy your Shavasana, enjoy your day, and thank you for joining me here and taking care of yourself. See you next time.